Just a quick note before we get started, this will likely be the last episode for 2023. It's possible there'll be a couple more in December, but most likely we'll resume starting up at the beginning of 2024. So for now, this is episode 140 of Pausing on the Prophets, and today we are looking at Isaiah 22, 20 through 25. And Isaiah writes, "Then it will come about in that day that I will summon my servant Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, and I will clothe him with your tunic and tie your sash securely about him. I will entrust him with your authority, and he will become a father to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and to the house of Judah. Then I will set the key of the house of David on his shoulder. When he opens, no one will shut. When he shuts, no one will open. I will drive him like a peg in a firm place, and he will become a throne of glory to his father's house. So they will hang on him all the glory of his father's house, offspring and issue, all the least of the vessels, from bowls to all the jars. In that day, declares the Lord of hosts, the peg, driven in a firm place, will give way. It will even break off and fall, and the load hanging on it will be cut off. For the Lord has spoken." Now we see praise given to Eliakim as opposed to the judgment of Shebna in the last section. He is God's servant. He doesn't seek his own importance. He is given authority and takes on the role of caring for the people. He is someone whom the nation can trust, like a tent peg, securely fastened against the wind and the rain. And again, we see not just nations, but individuals that God is dealing with. And because Eliakim has such authority, people will come and lay their burdens upon him, as we see in verse 24. But power, as we've seen over and over again, and as we know in our own lives, power corrupts. And there's a sad turn in verse 25. Even Eliakim will fall. The peg that was secure will fall, and the load it carries will go with it. How often power corrupts. May we be people who encourage one another toward humility at all times, holding back pride in one another, for all men are prone to pride, and thus to the judgment of God.